Hello all and welcome to Doge Does, where I take quizzes, educate myself, and check privileges. In my first video, I'll be looking at a very useful and totally not specious quiz made by Buzzfeed, a godlike monolith of journalistic prowess and intense intellectual rigor. You might even say it's robust, but if you did, you'd probably be lying. But hey, what do I know? There I go again, sorry, I'm speaking out of turn. It looks like I really need this quiz more than I think I do. So let me try to shake off the urge to oppress all women and shackle them to my stove, and let's move forward. You know, current year and all that shit. You guys have heard it all before. So the article I'm looking at is, how much of a feminist are you? And God knows I want to know the answer to that question, because we all have a little bit of feminist in us. At least that's what BuzzFeed claims. So let's see. So we're going to check all that apply here. So number one, I would be willing to give up some of my salary if I had to, so that equal pay in my workplace could be a reality. Well, fuck that noise. No. Nobody should be giving up their fucking salary for equality. That's fucking dumb. Although it does sort of give me an idea of what feminism is about, since it wants to redistribute wealth. That guy T, do you see this? I'm not checking that box. Number two, I believe that men and women should be equal. Well, what the fuck do you mean by equality? What does that even mean? I think that chickens and roosters should be equal. I believe that Xbox and PlayStation should be equal. None of these things are, though. I believe that men and women... You know what? I'll check it, because I'm just going to go by their definition of equality as equality of opportunity, hopefully? No. That's probably not true, though. Number three, I can't help but be bothered when a song includes misogynistic lyrics, even when I otherwise like the song. No, I don't give a shit about that. Aside from the fact that if you go to the club and you listen to a song that has misogynistic lyrics in it, the main people you're going to find dancing to those misogynistic lyrics are fucking women. So clearly they don't give a shit either. Number four, I know who Bell Hooks is. Well, I do. It's one of the reasons why I'm not a feminist. But I will check the box. Number five, I can define intersectional feminism. I can define it too as batshit insane. But I guess I'll check the box. Technically, I know. Number six, I don't use the phrase, hey guys, when referring to a group of people that includes men and women. Well, I do. Guys is, I think, gender neutral these days anyway. So, I don't really see where you're coming from. Apparently, someone just... this is fucking stupid. Alright, number seven. I have taken a women's and or gender studies class. Fuck no, I have not. Save your money. Number eight. I think it's important to encourage girls to pursue science and math as a career. I think it's important to encourage girls to do whatever the fuck they want. And if that happens to be science and math, good for you. So no, I'm not even going to check that box. Number nine. Women should be allowed to apply for a job if they fulfill 60% of the job requirements. Should be allowed to apply. Who the fuck is stopping them from applying for jobs? And if they fulfill 60% of the job requirements, where are you getting this number from? What does that even mean? So if a man comes along and he applies for the same job and he fulfills 90% of the job requirements and he gets hired, is that a problem? If another woman comes along and she happens to fulfill 100% of the job requirements and she gets the job, is that a problem? Or does the buck stop at 60%? And what the fuck does that mean? They should be allowed to apply. They can. Nobody's stopping them. I don't even know whether to check this box or not. What kind of question is this? I'll check it. Number 10. I think we should change women's bathroom symbols to not include traditionally feminine clothing. I think that you need to get help and you need medication, because this is just retarded. No, I'm not checking that box. How the fuck would you make a new women's symbol? What would it look like? Do you just want the female symbol on the door? Because I mean, I guess you can do that, but I don't get what. Maybe they want like the man symbol, but with like a pink mohawk. I mean, that makes sense. Number 11. I believe trans people should be able to use whichever bathroom they identify with. Well, I mean, I don't personally have a problem with that, but I think that most trans people have been using bathrooms for as long as there have been trans people. So I don't know why this is a discussion. So, yeah, I think what it comes down to is the businesses. If the business is okay with it, then it's their business. If it's a business, right? If they're not, they should be allowed to discriminate if they choose to. I don't think that we should be doing all that shit. So, number 12, I believe it's important to encourage women to negotiate. Yeah, okay, I guess. Negotiate, argue, bitch and moan, whatever it is you feel better about doing. Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. I don't see how that's a feminist thing, though. That's a growing a backbone thing. Number 13, I believe Jennifer Lawrence should earn as much as her male co-stars. I believe actresses should earn as much as they are willing to negotiate for. See number 12. Number 14, I do not think a movie should be released unless it passes the Bechdel test. Fuck off. That's just stupid. You couldn't... Bechdel test movies are almost impossible to make unless you just don't have men in them. Oh, except for movies that these people would consider sexist. For example, Where the Boys Aren't is a series of, let's call them films, that don't feature boys. And it passes the Bechdel test, but I'm guessing that probably wouldn't count. I believe all genders are entitled to the same social and political rights. Sure, this is something that is inalienable on all human beings. Number 16, I can explain why 78 cents to the dollar is not a fully accurate description of the gender wage gap. Yes, it's not. Because there is no gender wage gap. There is an earning gap, but that's by choice. Number 17, I believe that women who possess certain types of privilege are responsible for advocating for women who don't have their level of privilege. No, they're not. That's stupid. Fuck off. Number 8, if I had a daughter, I would encourage her to be anything she wanted to be. Whoa, 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 hold on. Hold on. You guys are... You're being a little lame here. It says here that you have to encourage her to pursue science and math. So she can't be whatever she wants to be. She has to be what you think she should be. And she has to take a gender studies class. Which means she's not actually going to go into science and math if she's doing this. So, yeah, I don't know. Good luck with that. Your daughter's fucked. And it's your fault. Number 19, I would make it clear to my daughter from an early age that her identity should never be defined by her relationship status. Well, yeah. That's part of it, but it's not the whole bag. So, I guess, make it clear? I don't know. Whatever. I'd probably say, honey, you're a human being. You get to make choices. And if you want to marry someone, you can take their name. You can change your prefix, if we still do that by that time, if you wish. Let nobody tell you who you are and what you should be doing. And that includes me. But it especially applies to these assholes. Number 20. I believe it's important to compliment a woman's intelligence over her looks. I'll compliment whatever the fuck I want. If she's really good looking but stupid as shit, I'm not going to compliment her intelligence. Number 21, I believe that a woman has a right to choose what happens to her body. Yes, that's fine. So you might want to... I know some countries in another part of the world where you might want to make these arguments. But you guys won't do that, will you? Number 22, in an instance of sexual assault against a female, I am inclined to believe the assaulted person is telling the truth until proven otherwise. Nope, I am not. I am inclined to look at due process and evidence and then come to my own conclusion. Because that's what's fucking people who are not retarded morons do. I can explain Marlene Dietrich's influence on women's fashion. Huh? Who gives a shit? Number 24, I know what a bad feminist is. That's redundant. Lol. But I do know. Many of them come from Buzzfeed. Number 25, I believe that women should be able to dress however they want without it dictating how they are treated by society. Oh my god. Women do dress however they want. If they don't, if you're a woman and you do not feel as though you can dress however you want, you need a father in your life to tell you what it means to be an individual with her own agency and her own balls. You need balls, basically. Either you need like hypothetical balls or you need to like grow some ovaries, you know? So, yeah, they already do. I guess I believe it, but that's like believing in something that already exists. I have never said that a woman asked for it. Well, what if they did? I'm offended by catcalling. I don't give a shit about catcalling. And women on the whole also don't give a shit about catcalling. Number 28. I don't think women should get VIP treatment in nightclubs and bars just for being women. Yes, that's totally cool. I'm down with that. Number 29, I think police brutality and its correlation with race is a feminist issue. Fuck no. It's not a feminist issue. It's a police brutality issue. So no. I think we should stop promoting models as the ideal female body type. I don't know what you're talking about, but there is such a thing as the ideal female body type. There's what women think it is, and then there's what men think it is, and then there's what the fashion industry thinks it is, and then there's what the porn industry thinks it is. But you know what? There's also an ideal male body type. And there's what women think it is, and then there's what the fashion industry thinks it is, and there's what the porn industry thinks it is, and so on. So these things exist, deal with it. Number 31, I think we should stop photoshopping women's bodies in the media. I don't care. I used to care about this. I used to think, oh my god, they're lying, but the media lies. This is what they do. They use lies. So I don't give a shit anymore. I have never called a woman bossy. No, I have. When they are. Especially my boss. Number 33, I think companies should offer more child-friendly time and programs to women who are having children. No. I think that companies should offer whatever they want to offer. I err on the side of freedom. So, if a company doesn't offer you the amount of child-friendly time or programs that you feel you should have, then you can apply at a different job at a different company. Or better yet, you can start your own company. Don't make other people deal with your shit. Number 34. I believe that a woman should be offered the same opportunities for promotion as her male coworkers. Well, yeah, that's obvious. So, sure. Assuming that she's eligible. Number 35. I believe that if a woman wants to pay on a date, her date should let her. Yeah, I hope he does. Number 36. I believe that women should have easy access to birth control. You already have access. You're talking about free shit. I don't think it should be free unless people want to give it to you for free, unless it's charity. But no, I don't. I think that they should have access. Yes, I'll consider what you're saying. I'm going to just go with the literal statement here, easy access. You already have it, so I guess again I'm believing in something that already exists. Number 37, I believe that in a relationship the domestic duties should be shared. Well, to the extent of which it makes sense. I mean, if a woman is staying home and she is a stay-at-home mother or stay-at-home housewife or whatever, and the husband is out working all day, I think that the work should be proportionate. But I mean, to the degree that they agree on what is fair, yeah, I guess that's fine. Number 38, I think that a couple should have equal responsibility over the aesthetic and cleanliness of their home. That's 37 again. Equal responsibility? Again, I don't know what equal means in this context, but I'll check it. But you guys gotta, this is really manipulative and misleading. Number 39, I believe that men should be encouraged to be involved and make choices in the wedding planning process. Sure, I guess. Most of the time, weddings are considered to be her day. Maybe it would be good if men were more involved so they can make it their day as well. So if we basically made it less about her and more about them, then I don't see why they could also not be involved in the process. Although I doubt that people will see it that way. But sure. Number 40. I believe that men and women have the same emotional strength. I don't know what emotional strength means. I'm tempted to go look it up, but I believe that men and women are individuals. Some of them have more emotional strength than others. So I'm going to have to not check this box because, again, this is like collectivist bullshit. Number 41. I do not think that it is the responsibility of a man to protect a woman physically. It's not, unless they choose to. Number 42. I believe that men and women should be equally encouraged to express their emotions. What? Why? What? Like, what does that accomplish? This is the toxic masculinity crap. I believe they do. I mean, I believe they should, but I think that in the cases where they are allowed, whatever the fuck that means, they do. Number 43. I have never asked a woman why she does not have children. If you have a problem with this, you should probably be directing this at other women, because they're the ones that usually bring that up. Men that meet women that don't have children are usually pretty thankful, especially if they're, on the prowl, as it were. But I've never done that. So, number 44. I would be equally excited to have a son or a daughter. I suppose I'd just be excited to have a kid if I wanted one. Number 45. I think American workplace culture is often not structured in a way that is helpful or encouraging to women succeeding. No, I don't think that's true. Unless you think women are babies and need to be treated extra special. Number 46. I think that women have a responsibility to help and encourage other women to pursue their goals. Bullshit, no. Women have a responsibility to do whatever the fuck they want. If you choose to do that, cool. But no, they don't have a responsibility to do that. Number 47. I think that women are equally capable to men to be president of the United States. Yeah, provided they're not super corrupt and unelectable as fuck. Yes, sure. But do you guys feel this way about, let's say Sarah Palin ran in 4 years for president? Would you guys think that would be somebody you want to put in the Oval Office? No, she's not one of the good ones. What about I don't know, Michelle Malkin or Ann Coulter or even Megyn Kelly? Would you guys think, I'm with her for them? No, I don't think so. But I do think that they're capable. Sure, they have to be not corrupt, not shit, not the worst choice ever, not willing to start World War III, not cold warriors, none of that shit. They'd have to be decent people, decent enough to elect anyway. So you're wrong on that. Number 48. I believe that women have no responsibility to make a conscious effort to always be friendly and polite. I guess it would be nice if most people were, but their assholes exist, and some of them are women. They have no responsibility to make a conscious effort. I don't know. I don't think anybody has a responsibility to make a conscious effort to be friendly and polite. I'm not saying they should all be dicks, but I don't think that they need to, essentially act like outside of their nature just so that other people's feelings are protected. So I'd apply this to everyone. Number 49. I have never criticized a woman for not wearing makeup or wearing too much. No, I have. So, I mean, sometimes some people need it, some people don't. Whatever. A lot of times when I've made it, my opinion known about this, is because the women in question were asking me what I thought. So is that a... do I check this box or not? Even if the woman is asking, I'm not going to check it. Number 50, I believe a woman is a woman if that's what she calls herself, regardless of her physical attributes. No. Newsflash, there is no science that shows that there are more than two sexes or genders, and there is no difference between sex and gender at this time. The science is incomplete. If you guys don't like that, you're going to have to bring some evidence to back up your shit. That's how I see it. Now, let's find out how much of a shitlord I am. It looks like I'm reasonably feminist, though. All right, well, let's hit the button. Show my results. You checked 24 out of 50. You are pretty woke, and you definitely try and stay informed about what's going on in the world of feminism and how you can make it better. Okay, if you say so. Let's try this again. I want to see how misogynistic this gets if I don't check any boxes. Pretty woke. I'm more woke than you think. Woke as fuck. Alright, so we're not going to check anything except maybe, let's see. I don't think it's a man's responsibility to protect a woman. And there was one other one. Let's see. It was something about buying dinner, if I can find it. Sorry, guys. Oh, yeah, here we go. Pay on a date. All right, that's it. Show me my results. 2 out of 50. You know your fair share about women's rights and suffrage, but hey, it never hurts to learn a little bit more. So I'm still getting complimented, despite this, what appears to be a dismissive Nicki Minaj gif. Oh, Buzzfeed. You always bring the intellectual rigor, the robustness to the conversation. This right here is a great way to make an argument. All right, now let's see if I can get super feminist. I'll check every box. All of the boxes. So I want to see, what most people are getting. I mean, this is an opportunity for me to virtue signal in front of everyone. Maybe you can just edit it and just show this last bit. So people are like, oh my god, he agrees with all the things. Oh my god. Yeah, Jennifer Lawrence. She really needs us to stand up and stand with her. That's what it is. All right. In Marlena Dietrich, clearly a feminist icon because she influenced women's fashion. Although Marlena Dietrich also has a relatively idealized body type, and we should probably stop promoting those models as ideal body types. But also influence fashion. How the fuck do you people? How do you do this? How do you manage to think in this way? Can I just check it this way? Oh, that's way better. I'm not trying to get to these boxes. This is fucking ridiculous. President of the United States. How about Marlena Dietrich's corpse for president? All right, show me my results. Let's see how feminist I am. 50 out of 50. Oh shit, Beyonce. And now I know I've reached the next level. You are a total feminist. Not only are you not afraid to lean in, but you educate yourself in feminist history and support women fully and wholeheartedly. Keep fighting the good fight. Fighting the good fight. And there's Beyonce, who, by the way, said she was a feminist because reasons. But now she's having kids, and isn't that an anti-feminist position? I don't know. Being a mother, I mean, not all mothers are women. So she's kind of undermining all these people who don't fall into the gender binary and are assigned female at birth by making babies. I think that's a problem. Anyway, so that's about as much cancer as I'm able to cope with. Now I'm going to go get some chemo to clean up all of the tumors in my brain that have developed from answering these dumbass questions. Thanks for coming on to Doge Does. I'll try to do more of these in the future. Shit. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Thank you.